जादू के मौसम आओ गर्मियों के दिन मंत्र तंत्र यंत्र उसकी बीमारी हटाओ
Certain areas of the city are being evacuated, Rose. The cholera is quite bad. I should have sent you in Mary Way while there's still time.
Sent us where? To wander the hills with Mary staring at me the whole time.
She's not staring at you, Rose. Mary just wants to look at you. Just like all the rest of us. Captain, I think you'd better...
I don't feel well, Albert.
Major! Quickly!
Father?
Mistress Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? Not so well, she said, see the lily's dead, dig it up and out you go.
Major! There's a girl in here!
You mean alive?
She's actually been forgotten.
My name is Mary Lennox. Where has everyone gone? I had the most terrible dream. Where is my Aya? Where are my mother and father?
I'm so sorry, miss. The cholera killed everyone at the party last night.
They're dead.
It's a wonder she's still alive. She was drinking the same water they were.
Where shall I take the girls, sir? Orders are we're to burn everything.
I think there's an uncle back in Yorkshire somewhere. She'll have to go there.
You'll have to leave that picture here, miss.
I'm taking it with me.
It's your pretty mother, is it?
No, it isn't.
Yes, well, come along then.
Can it be a dream? Surely this must be just a frightful dream. How can this be true? When will someone come? Come, wake us up and say such a dreadful day. What are we to do?
There's a girl who no one sees. There's a girl who's left alone. There's a heart that beats in silence for the life she's never known.
For the life she's never known.
Archie, we've had a telegram from the governor of Bombay. Albert and Rose have died of the cholera.
And the girl?
alive by some miracle, and they found the document naming you as her guardian. They're sending her here.
This is no house for a child.
Oh, I couldn't agree more, Archie. We'll simply have to find her a boarding school and have her sent there directly.
There's a convent school not 20 miles away.
No! She's Lily's niece. She will come here.
Of course, sir.
And Medlock, order the child some clothes. I won't have her dressed in black wandering about like a lost soul. It'll make the house even sadder than it is.
Yes, sir.
There's a girl who no one sees. There's a girl who's left alone. There's a heart that beats in silence for the life she's never known. For the life she's never known.
Good evening, Major. Mr. Craven's housekeeper. Is this the girl?
Yes, Mum. Here are her papers, the death certificates and all. We're all very sorry, Mum.
Thank you, Major. Well, I suppose you'd like to know something about where you're going.
Would I?
But don't you care about your new home?
It doesn't matter whether I care or not.
Very well, then. Into the carriage with you. Was there really no one else to take this girl?
No, Mum. The orphanages in Bombay are full up with abandoned children now. I'll warn you, though. She has a sharp tongue.
High on a hill sits a big old house with something wrong inside it. Spirits haunt the halls and make no effort now to hide it. What will put their souls to rest and stop their ceaseless sighing? Why do they call out children's names and speak of one who's crying?
You're right not to care. Why you're being brought to Misselthwaite, I'll never know. Your uncle isn't going to trouble himself about you. He never troubles himself about anyone.
And the master hears the whispers on the stairways dark and still, and the spirits speak of secrets in the house upon the hill.
He's a hunchback, you see, and a sour young man he was too, and got no good out of all his money and big place till he were married.
To my mother's sister.
Ah, miss, her name was Lily, and he would have walked the world over to get her a blade of grass she wanted.
High on a hill sits a big old house with something wrong inside it. Someone died and someone's left alone and can't abide it.
But when she died,
How did she die?
fell out of a tree, that's all. But he's been in mourning for 10 years now. It's his brother, Dr. Craven, who makes all the decisions these days.
There in the house there's a lonely man still haunted by her beauty. Asking what a life can be when not remains but duty.
Is it always so ugly here?
It's the more it is. Miles and miles of wild land that nothing grows on but heather and gorse and broom. And nothing lives on but wild ponies and sheep.
What is that awful howling sound?
It's the wind blowing through the bushes. They call it wuthering, that sound. But look there. You see that tiny light far across the way there? That'll be the gate at 12.
And the master hears the whispers on the stairways dark and still, and the spirits speak of secrets in the heart of all the hill.
Mary Lennox, this is Dr. Craven, your uncle's brother.
How do you do?
You are to take her to her room. Her uncle is unavailable!
Of course, Doctor. Now, this room and the next are where you'll live. You'll have your meals brought up, but you mustn't expect that there'll be people to talk to you. You'll have to play about and look after yourself. But as long as you're in the house, don't go wandering the halls. Your uncle won't have it.
Is that someone crying?
No, that was just the wind. Good night, then.
There's a girl whom no one sees. There's a girl who's left alone. There's a heart that beats in silence for the life she's never known. For the life she's never
Lily calling out to me. Maybe she's not gone so far away as I've been told. I heard someone singing. Maybe it was she.
Maybe it was someone I could find and have a cup of tea. Maybe it was someone who could bring the tea and come find me.
Someone crying, though I can't say who. Someone in this house with nothing left to do. Sounded like a father left alone, his love grown cold. I heard someone singing. Maybe it was you.
Maybe I was dreaming of a garden growing far below. Maybe I was dreaming of a life that I will never. Really, where are you? I'm lost without. I can't walk these halls without. Really, where are you? I need you. I have searched the world, but you're not there. Come and tell me why you brought me home, but you're not here. I really, where are you? I'm lost without you.
Skip the ladies to the master's gate. Sip the ladies while the master ate. Tiptoed the chambermaid and stole their pearls. Snip the gardener and cut off their curls. Snip the gardener and cut off their curls.
Who are you?
Oh,
Are you my servant?
well, me name is Martha. And now that's up, I'll make the bed.
Aren't you going to dress me first? In India, my ayah dressed me.
Oh, well then, it'll do that good to wait on myself a bit. 'Tis a fair wonder grand folks' children don't turn out fair fools, being washed and took out to walk like they were puppies.
What is this language you speak?
Oh, well, of course, you've not heard any Yorkshire, have you, living in India? Oh, well, you'll get used to it. Well, I didn't know what to expect from you either, lassie. When I heard you was coming, I thought you'd be a solid brown, I did. But you're more yellow, I'd say.
Stop talking!
Hey, now. Mercy. I didn't know that'd be so easy vexed. Oh, I'll help you on with your clothes if you like this time. You just pretend that you're back in India, and I'm your servant, and you just give me that little yellow foot.
No, thank you.
Oh, well, look there. Out the window. It's the moor, it is. Oh, it's like a dull purple sea this morning. Do you like it?
I hate it.
Well, you just wait till spring then. Me brother Dickon goes off on the moor for days at a time. He's got a wild pony that's made friends with him, and birds and sheep and such as eats right out of his hand.
These are not my clothes.
Aye, miss, your uncle sent to London for them.
These are nicer than mine.
Well, shall I dress thee then?
You start with the buttons at the top. Manage to learn this by tomorrow.
If I had a brand new coat, I'd take you for a stroll today. But since I have no brand new coat, inside I'll have to stay and empty all the chamber pots and scrub the floors and such. But from what I know of strolling round, we won't miss all that much. If I had a wooden boat, I'd take you for a sail today. But since I have no wooden boat, inside I'll have to stay and catch and kill the mice and pluck the chickens for the cook. But what's there to do on a wooden boat but sit up straight and look? And to worry, our boat will start to drift and float us out to sea and land us on an isle of gold. Oh dearie me. If I had a chambermaid, I'd take you out to play today. They say that there's a maze where once you enter, there you stay. For certain we'd get lost, and they'd come looking for our bones and find us sometime late next week and bring us tea and scones. From what I know, a band of elves are camped beneath the tree, and elves can cast some spells, you know. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dearie me. If I wasn't so afraid, I'd take you out the door today. But talking birds and tales of spirits keep me scared away. And yes, I promised not to tell what else is there, although if in the maze you chance to see a garden guarded by a tree and hear a bird who speaks to thee, then come back in your brand new coat and tell me all there is to see. There's Mrs. Medlock's bell. Oh, and there's Dickon. So you won't be alone out there after all.
Where? I don't see him.
Oh, maybe he'll give you a ride on his pony.
I don't know anything about boys.
Oh, well. Dickon is not your normal boy. He's more wizard, I'd say, making things happen. Can you find your way out yourself, then? It's down the stairs, past the bowl.
It's outside. I'll find it.
Oh, Miss Mary, I thought thou might like to have a skipping rope to play with. Mary Lennox!
What?
Thou forgot the rope.
Girl I saw in a valley, a girl I hardly knew, a girl at work in a garden grew to love me.
A man who came to my valley, a man I hardly knew, a man who came to my garden grew to love me. From the gate he called out so kindly,
Lass, wouldst thou now me rest here? I've ridden quite far.
share my tea,
She bade me so gently,
oat cakes and cream,
sweet plums in a jar.
And every day to my garden this man, who might he be, came bearing baskets of roses, for he loved me.
All night give.
Just a garden,
All I would ask is never to
never to leave
say you'll have me safe, you will keep me where you would lead me. There I would, there I would, there I would, there we will go.
a man who
A girl who
my
came to my
valley,
valley,
a man I hardly knew,
a girl who gave me a garden, grew to love me.
Are you my Uncle Archibald?
Who's there?
It's Mary Lennox, sir. Are you my Uncle Archibald?
Yes, I am. Good morning, child.
Are you going to be my father now?
I am your guardian, though I'm a poor one for any child.
Is this my Aunt Lily? In this picture?
Yes, it is. Where did you get this?
Lily, you've been dancing with that gloomy Archibald all evening.
He's just shy, Rose. I think Archie has the tenderest heart I've ever known.
Silly Lily, have you been so busy staring into his eyes that you've missed the hump on his back?
It was on my dresser. in India. Maybe Mother put it there. I don't know.
Your mother and my wife, Lily, were sisters. Please excuse me. Who dressed you, child?
Martha tried to, sir.
Yes, I see.
I want to know what happens to dead people.
Yes, well, quite natural that you should wonder that. We bury them. We put their things away. We remember things they said. We talk to them. Sometimes. In our minds, of course.
Can they hear us?
And then one morning, when we think we're over them at last, we find ourselves in the ballroom, knowing full well we've been here all night. And we draw the painful conclusion that we've been dancing with them again.
I don't understand.
They're not gone, you see. Just dead.
Is my Aunt Lily a ghost now?
Why? Have you heard her?
I heard someone crying in the house last night. Is my father a ghost now? Does everyone who dies become a ghost?
They're only a ghost if someone alive is still holding on to them.
Maybe. What I heard was Mother telling me to be nice so you'll keep me.
The house is haunted, child, day and night. But it is yours to live in as long as I am master here. I offer you my deepest sympathies on your arrival.
Did my mother have any other family?
Find the hedge, cut it back, dig a hole, try to fill it. Plant a rose, tie it back, find a mole, try to kill it. It's a maze, this garden, it's a maze of ways. Any man can spend his day turning left and then turning left again's how a soul can find the way. For an old man knows how year it goes, how the cold hard ground in the spring comes round, how the seeds take hold and the ferns unfold, how an English garden grows.
Skip, skip the ladies to the master's gate. Sip, sip the ladies while the master ate. Tiptoe the chambermaid who stole their pearls. Snip, snip the gardener and cut off their curls.
Come along, love, come fly along, come along, fly away home. Come along, love, you've come a long way, flown all the day, fly away home.
It's a maze, this garden, it's a maze of ways. Any man can spend his day turning left and then turning left again,
how a soul can find the way. For an old man knows how a year it goes, how the cold hard ground in the spring comes round, how the seeds take hold and the ferns unfold, how an English garden grows.
Skip, skip the ladies, fly away, fly along, sip, sip the ladies while the master ate. Tiptoe the chambermaid who stole their pearls. Snip, snip the gardener and cut off their curls. Curls, curls.
It's a maze, this garden, it's a maze of ways. Any man can spend his day turning left and then turning left again. How a soul can find a way, how a soul can find a way.
How a soul can find the way.
Good morning, Ben.
Oh, back again today, are you? What have you been doing out there?
Just wandering around. I don't have anybody to play with and nothing to do.
Dickon's here, conjuring up that spring with that magic stick of his. Why don't you go talk to him?
I haven't met Dickon. I'm not sure he even exists. I think you and Martha just made him up.
Well then, I'll give you a spade if you want to dig a little hole somewhere.
A little hole? For what?
You and me are very much alike. We're neither of us good looking and we're both as sour as we look. There you are. Where hast thou been, thou cheeky little beggar?
What kind of bird is he?
Oh, don't thou knowest? That is a robin redbreast, and he's the real head gardener round here. Always chirping at me to come see some bush needs pruning.
I know where he lives. It's that walled garden with the tall hedge all around it, and no door, and that funny tree growing out over the top of the wall. It's the same tree that's in this picture. See? Am I right?
That's the one, Missy. That was Miss Lily's garden.
My Aunt Lily's garden.
Lily, what are you looking for?
It's the most beautiful garden I ever saw, and nobody knows about it except Archie. But the door is so covered over with ivy I can never find it, and only Archie knows where the key is. Oh wait, maybe the door is on this other side.
Lily, slow down.
I want to see it. Show me the door.
No, I can't. When she died, your Uncle Archibald locked the door and said nobody was ever to go in that garden again and buried the key. Now the ivy's grown up over the door such that I don't even know where it is.
But aren't you worried the garden is all dead with nobody taking care of it?
Of course I am.
Maybe the real reason the robin is chirping at you is he wants you to climb over his garden wall and work on it.
Maybe he does, but I can't go losing my job on the advice of a bird now, can I? And the same goes for you.
My Uncle Archie
Your
said...
Uncle Archie's gone most of the time, Missy. And who's to say where they might send you if he weren't here to stop it?
Do you believe in spirits?
Old place like this, there's more of them than there are of us.
I heard someone crying in the house again last night.
Oh, that may well be a spirit you heard. They like a tall ceiling and a long hallway to swoop around in.
In India once, I saw a fakir pull a snake right up out of a basket and make him dance.
I'm sure you think you've seen just about everything, Missy, except the inside of that garden. And you keep it that way, you hear me?
Does Dickon know how to get into that garden? Does he know who's crying in the house?
I don't know what Dickon knows.
Then I guess I'll have to go find him. Good day, Ben. Dickon? Dickon, where are you?
Coming clean through the night comes the May, I say. The winter's taking flight, sweeping dark, cold air out to sea. Spring is born, comes the day, I say, and you'll be here to see it. Stand and breathe it all the day. Stoop and feel it, stop and hear it, spring, I say. And now the sun is climbing high, rising fast on fire, glaring down through the gloom, gone the grey, I say. The sun spells the doom of the winter's rain, ice and chill must retire, comes the May, say I, and you'll be here to see it. Stand and breathe it all the day. Stop and hear it, spring, I say, be gone, ye howling gales, be off, ye frosty months. Oh, ye solid streams begin to thaw. Melt, ye waterfalls, patch ye frozen winter walls. See, now it's starting, and now the mist is lifting high, leaving bright blue air rolling clear across the moor. Comes the May, I say, the storm will soon be by, leaving clear blue skies. Soon the sun will shine. Comes the day, say I, and you'll be here to see it. Oh, stand and breathe it all the day. Stoop and feel it, stop and hear it, spring. I say. Hello there, Mary. I'm Martha's brother Dickon. I hope I didn't frighten you.
But why haven't I seen you before?
Oh, a body has to move gentle and speak low when wild things is about.
Like what kind of wild things? Do you mean me?
No, not you. But if something is sick, I take a look at it. And I find the ponies that wander off and the eggs that roll out of the nest. Ah, but look here. Me mother sent you a penny's worth of seeds for your garden.
I don't have a garden.
But don't you want one? Huh? One of your own, I mean. There's Columbine and Poppies by the handful. Well, if you don't want it.
I want to go in that garden, where the robin lives. He's done nothing but chirp at me ever since I got here.
Well, you have to understand his mate is making a nest in there, and he can't have you interfering if you're not friendly.
Have you ever been in that garden?
Oh, it's not mine to go into, Mary. But it might be yours. I can't say. He's been keeping it safe for somebody, that much I know.
He has.
Same way as the ivy grown up to hide the door. But maybe the robin is waiting to hear why you want to go in there exactly, huh? Being as he's got the safest nesting spot in all England, he's wise to be wary.
Can you tell him I'm friendly?
I could. But what if you wanted to tell him something else and I wasn't here, huh? It'd be easier if you learned to talk to him yourself.
But what could I say that he would understand?
Just tell him about yourself, and I'll translate into Yorkshire till you get the way of it. She.
I'm a girl.
She is a lass. I's took a greatly fancy to thee. Dost thou fear?
Thou mun not fear.
She's took thee on for like to vex thee. No to the sort.
Now to the sword.
She knows fair well she mun not fright thee.
Can I thus show me?
'Tis well if thou show her.
Show me the key.
Show her the key. Oh, come on. She's a lass and thou art right, as needs a spot where she can rest in.
I would sit where all not be so thinking thus, or feel a guest in.
No to the sword.
Now to the sword.
She'll fair be watching for the spring.
I'll not be climbing up, I'll only be calling good morning, and fair low I'll sing.
She's a lass,
a trusty lass
that took a greatly fancy to thee.
Can I thus show me?
Farewell, dost thou know her?
Show me the key.
Show her
the key.
Well, I'm off then.
But where are you going?
Oh, a body can't find a thing in a crowd. Just tell the robin why you want to go into that garden, and maybe he'll help you find the key. If anybody knows where it is, it's that bird, all right.
But wait! Mary Lennox, go talk to the bird. a place where I can go, where I can whisper what I know, where I can whisper who I like, and where I go to see them. I need a place where I can hide, where no one sees my life inside, where I can make my plans and write them down so I can read them. A place where I can bid my heart be still and it will mind me. A place where I can go when I am lost, and there I'll find me. I need a place to spend the day where no one says to go or stay, where I can take my pen and draw the girl I mean to be. The girl I mean to be.
Mary Lennox, there's a storm coming.
I have to go. What? Oh, my skipping rope. What is that? There it is! It's the key to the garden! The robin showed me the key to the garden! But where's the door? Coming!
Sign these leases? Archie, let me show you the school that I found for young Mary.
She's practically just arrived, Neville. Does she want to leave?
Well, what will she have to do here? Wander the halls?
As I do, you mean? What a wretched house this is. Father should have given Misselthwaite to you, Neville, not me.
That would have never occurred to him. You are the elder brother. But if you continue to feel that you cannot live here, go to Paris. You were happy there once before. You are still a young man,
I
Archie.
cannot leave my son, Neville.
Well, what good does it do to sit upstairs by the boy's bed night after night hoping for a miracle?
They have been known to happen.
I have kept the boy alive for 10 years, but all that could change in an instant.
Does he ask about me? Does he wonder where I am?
When Lily died, I gave up my practice to care for the boy.
Oh, you've kept him inside.
For fear of contamination.
You've kept him in bed.
For fear that his limbs would not develop. I am the doctor here. Yes, he reads and speaks well. But every day now he grows more irrationally angry. He has fits where he flares about and screams and cries, completely out of our control. I simply cannot bear to see you waste your life, Archie.
I am not wasting my life, Neville. This is my life now.
Pardon, sir. You sent for young Mary.
You did what?
Yes. Come in, child. Perhaps we can manage to have a moment before the storm carries us away. Take a chair. Are you well? Did they take good care of you?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry it's been so long since we've spoken. It's just I keep forgetting you. I had intended to find you a school to go to.
Oh, no! Please! Don't send me away.
No, of course not. But perhaps you would enjoy a governess.
Please! Don't make me have a governess, sir. There are so many gardens to walk around in, and so much to learn about them. Martha gave me a skipping rope, and Dickon gave me some seeds for a garden.
Yes, play outside if you like, but is there anything you need? Would you like some toys? Or books? Or dolls, perhaps.
Speak
up, child.
Might I have a bit of earth, sir?
A bit of earth?
To plant seeds in, yes, sir. A garden.
A bit of earth. She wants a little bit of earth. She'll plant some seeds.
I didn't know about them in India. I was always ill, and it was too hot.
The seeds will grow. The flowers bloom, but it's their bounty what she needs.
I sometimes played at making little flower beds.
How can she chance to love a little bit of earth? Does she not know?
But here, I might have a real garden.
The earth is old and doesn't care if one small girl wants things to grow.
I could plant seeds, the way Ben showed me.
She needs a friend. She needs a father, brother, sister, mother's arms. She needs to laugh. She needs to dance and learn to work her girlish charms. She needs a home, the only thing she really needs I cannot give. Instead she asks a bit of earth to make it live.
If you would allow it, sir.
All right then, you may have your earth. Take as much earth as you want.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
She should have a pony gallop across the moor. She should have a doll's house with 100 rooms per floor. Why can't she ask for a treasure? Something that money can buy, that won't die. When I give her the world, she asks instead for some earth. A bit of earth. She wants a little bit of earth. She'll plant some seeds. The seeds will grow. The flowers bloom. Their beauty just the thing she needs. She'll grow to love the tender roses, lilies fair, the iris tall. Then snow will fall, a bit of earth will freeze and kill them all. A bit of earth. A bit of
Close the shutters!
Yes, Mum!
Lock the doors! Towels and linens in place!
Yes, Mum!
Light only the candles you carry!
Yes, Mum.
Martha, small rugs rolled up!
Yes, Mum.
Furniture away from the windows!
Martha! Oh, Martha, there is someone crying in this house.
No, Mary, it was just the wind.
No, Martha, that
Were not the wind.
Martha, we need you here!
Mary, you must go back to your room. Pull the covers over your head if you have to. I'll get there as soon as I can.
Martha!
But Martha!
I have to go, Mary.
Lily, you can't marry this Archibald. He is a gloomy, miserable cripple. You said it yourself. Even he can't believe you love him, and neither can I.
No one's asking for your approval, Rose.
Archie, what are you doing?
I can't sleep. It's much worse being back this time. I hear things in the halls.
You don't care what happens to you. Think about your children. Do you want your children to be crippled as well?
I will marry him.
It's the girl, Archie. She reminds you of Lily. I can see the resemblance myself.
You can't be serious.
I have no doubt that if you remain here, your dreams will continue to get worse. It is my professional advice that you obey your natural instincts and avoid her!
Strangely quiet, but now the storm simply rests to strike again. Standing waiting, I think of her, I think of
Strange, this Mary, she leaves the room, yet remains. She lingers on. Something stirs me to think of her. I think of her.
From death she casts her spell. All night we hear her sighs. And now a girl has come who has her eyes. She has her eyes.
The girl has Lily's hazel eyes, those eyes that saw him happy long ago. Those eyes that gave him life and hope he'd never known. How can he see this girl and miss those hazel?
She has her eyes. The girl has Lily's hazel eyes. Those eyes that closed and left me all alone. Those eyes I feel will never ever let me go. How can I see this girl and miss those hazel eyes? In Lily's eyes a castle this house seemed to be, and I her bravest knight became. My lady fair was she.
She has her eyes, she has my Lily's hazel eyes, those eyes that loved my brother, never me. Those eyes that never saw me, never knew I longed to hold her close, to live at last in Lily's eyes.
Imagine me her lover.
I longed for the day she'd turn and see me standing there.
Would God had let her stay. She has my Lily's hazel eyes, those eyes that saw me happy long ago. How can I now forget that once I dared to be in love, alive and whole in Lily's eyes, in Lily's eyes.
Someone is crying. Just now I heard them. Someone in this house is crying. Why won't they tell me? I know they're lying. Someone here is lost or mad. I heard someone crying. Who though could it be? Someone in this house whom no one seems to see. Someone no one seemed to hear except for me. I heard someone
you? Are you a ghost?
No, I'm not. I'm Mary Lennox. Archibald Craven is my uncle.
How do I know you're not a ghost?
I'll pinch you if you like. That will show you how real I am. Who are you?
I'm Colin. Archibald Craven is my father. I see no one and no one sees me, including my father. I'm going to die.
How do you know?
Because I hear everybody whispering about it, that's how. If I live, I may be a hunchback, but I shan't live.
Well, I've seen lots of dead people, and you don't look like any of them.
Dead people? Where did you come from?
From India. My parents died there of the cholera.
My mother died too, when I was born. That's why my father hates me.
He hates the garden too.
What garden?
Have you always been in this bed?
One time I went to the seaside, but I wouldn't stay because I was in a wheelchair and people stared at me. And another time, my father sent for a grand doctor from London, and he told Dr. Craven to take off this iron thing that helped me breathe and take me out in the fresh air. But I hate fresh air and people, and I won't be taken out.
If you don't like people to see you, do you want me to go away?
Yes.
Fine.
But I insist you come back first thing tomorrow morning and tell me all about India. In the books my father sends me, I've read that elephants can swim. Have you ever seen them swim? They seem too altogether large to be swimmers. Unless, maybe they use their ears.
But I can't come talk to you in the morning. I have to go outside and look for something with Dickon.
Who's Dickon?
He's Martha's brother. He's my friend.
If you go outside with that Dickon instead of coming here to talk to me, I'll send him away.
You can't send Dickon away.
I can do whatever I want. If I were to live, this entire place would belong to me someday. And they all know that.
You little Raja. If you send Dickon away, I'll never come into this room again.
I'll make you. They'll drag you in here.
I won't even look at you. I'll stare at the floor.
You are a selfish thing.
You're more selfish than I am. You're the most selfish boy I ever saw.
I'm selfish because I'm dying.
You just say that to make people feel sorry for you. If you were an ice boy, it might be true. But you're too nasty to die.
No! Please don't go. It's just that the storm scares me so.
When I got scared, in India, my ayah would stroke my hand and sing to me. Aao jadoo ke mosam, aao good mein ho ke din, aamatra tantra yantra uski bimari hatao.
I just realized. Your mother and my mother were sisters.
That makes us cousins.
Mary Lennox, get away from him!
I was afraid of something like this.
Go away! Leave us alone!
How can I succeed with his treatment if my orders are not followed?
But I've never seen him before.
Hold him still!
Get away from me!
Do you know what you've
No!
done? Your very presence here could kill him!
Then why didn't you tell me he was here?
Because I was ordered not to.
No!
And I obey my orders because I want to keep my place here, and I advise you to do the same.
Mary!
You are never to come in here again. You've been outside. I've seen you playing in the dirt. Your clothes are probably filled with mites and spores for which he has no defense. And God knows what you brought from India. Get her out of here! Get out! Get out of this house and don't come back!